Good morning, all of you. Now we start with the subject money banking for the class 12th. Unit 3rd, we will start the topic development of banking in the India. Development of banking in India. It is now the established fact Indian prospects some system of indigenous banking from very clearly. At the earlier time, though it was not similar to banking in the modern days. Now we discuss how to develop the banking in the India. First, we understand evolution of the Indian banking system. Evolution of the Indian banking system. It is now the well established fact indigenous banking system existence from the very earlier periods, but it is not similar to the modern time of the banking. The Indian banking system can be divided into the four periods. Can be divided into the four periods. That is first is ancient period. Ancient period, and second is medieval period. And third is the British period. Ancient period. We discuss the ancient period is the Arthas by Kautil mentions the system of taking money loan from existence in the olden days. Taking money at the ancient period, we use Arthas by written the Kautil. There was exchange of money on the loan existing in the olden time. Taking money by the loan. Taking money by loan. That was the fact of the ancient period. Then we come on the medieval period. Medieval period, during this period, banking system made some progress, and from Sahukar and Mahajans come to existence. Sahukar and Mahajans. Sahukar and Mahajans come to existence, and even the kings and ruler were no exceptions, and during the emergency took huge amount of the money as loans. The area of operation these money lenders was quite large. At the time of medieval period. Then come to the British period. With the arrival of Britishers and establishment of trading centers by East India Company. 16th century. East India Company established, and they were trading. They will start trading to other persons in the India. East India Company, the position of Sahukar and Mahajans was disturbed. East India Company increased the setting of agency of houses. He established the agency of houses, and they cover the all monetary transactions and the product, but in the use of barter systems and exchange of the money, they used to pay the interest, and they depositing and accepting. Depositing and interest paid to the investors up to the 10 to 14%. East India Company further increased the stabilizing banks which could not function according to Western system. The first bank of India is known as the Hindustan Bank of Kolkata. During the British period, first bank was established. That name was the Hindustan Bank of Kolkata. Hindustan Bank of Kolkata. The Hindustan Bank of Kolkata was established in 1770, first time in India. That is, but it is failed. It is failed in 1836. Then the Presidency Bank were established by the governments. Presidency Bank established by government. Government established the Presidency Bank. That time, this bank was established in 1806. The capital was 50 lakh. Capital was 15 lakh rupees only. And it is equally divided 500 shares equally divided into 500 shares of rupees 10,000 each. The government of Bengal purchased 20% of shares. That time government of Bengal purchased 20% share. Then the Bank of Bengal was established 2nd January. After that, Bank of Bengal established in 1890. That is the bank. It authorized in 1823. Authorized in 1823, and the currency notes up to the 2 crore rupees. Capital 2 crore rupees was that time in the Bank of Bengal. Firstly, first bank established in the India was Hindustan Bank of Calcutta. It is established 1717 and it is failed in the 1836. Second bank is Presidency Bank, established by the government in the 1806 and capital was 50 lakh rupees, equally divided 500 shares and one share value was 10,000. Then that time government of Bengal purchased 20% of share of that bank, Presidency Bank. Then Bank of Bengal stabilized in 1809. Then it authorized in 1823. That was the year is authorized by the government, and the capital was 2 crore rupees. The Bank of Bombay stabilized in 1814. Bank of Bombay stabilized in 1814. Next, and its capital divided into 5,225 shares, and each share was the each share value was 1,000 rupees. The government of Bombay purchased 300 shares in the secured in the authority of nominee of 3 members of board of director. Then Madras Presidency Bank that was established in 1843. Its capital was 30 lakh rupees. And each share was divided in rupees 300 per share. All these banks operated in India up to 1920. All these banks operated in India till 1942. 1942, all banks was operated. Approximate 98% share of these banks were with the foreigners. 1992 and 90% share of these banks were foreigners. 90% of share these banks were the foreigners. All banks operated into the 1920. After that, drawback of Presidency Bank, stabilize of Empirical Bank. Now we need to stabilize new bank, that is Imperial Bank. Establishment of Imperial Bank. establishment of Imperial Bank. Those some important facilities were provided by the Presidency Bank in 1826. 8 these banks confirmed their operation is limited territory following drawbacks. There was no coordination between the policy of the banks. No coordination of the operational activities in those banks. Second point, they concentrated their effort in the limited area. Focus only limited area. That was not good for the development of any bank. The financial resources was quite insufficient. Financial resources was quite insufficient. Then other point was the note issue was done by the government, whereas credit instrument issued by the banks. Note issued by government, but credit instruments issued by banks. That was also a drawback of the ending of the presidency banks. These banks never attempt to support of the Indian bank. These banks never attempted to support the Indian banks. The foreign banks never support to the Indian banks. Due to the above inherent drawback, these banks were merged into the Imperial Bank. This is the main reason to birth of the Imperial Bank. Due to the above reasons, we have need to start the Imperial Bank in the 1921. Then we discuss crisis period of the banking system in the next class. Thank you.